What is up, fragrance family? Thanks for joining me here on my channel again. Sorry for the lack of heads up. I just had to get this in this evening. We're looking today, guys, at one of the better fall scents, and that is from the house of Parfums de Marly Oajan. Got my decant here. This is quite large. I don't know if it's 15 mils or 20 mils, something like that. This will last quite a while. Guys, this is a beast mode fragrance. Be very careful not to overspray this guy, or you will firstly choke yourself out and then probably choke everyone else out in the room. And that's muy malo, no es bueno. So don't do it. Yeah, that's bad. Let's talk about the notes in this guy. So let us see. This dropped back in 2013, obviously from Paris, France, part of their Royal Essence line. And like most Parfums de Marly, it is technically a unisex scent. But if I'm honest, a lot of their fragrances, I find it a little hard to imagine how easy it would be for some of the ladies to pull some of these, what I would term very masculine, dark, resinous, and just extremely powerhouse fragrances off. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it would seem rather tricky. But whatever, yeah, each to their own. What are you going to get in this? A massive, massive blast of cinnamon in the opening, honey, osmanthus. And guys, don't forget that osmanthus really smells a lot like a mashup of peach and apricot or apricot. And that's pretty much what osmanthus smells like. Maybe it could be argued some kind of barely a hint of a floral aspect in nature. Now in the middle, you're going to get benzoin, labdanum, ambergris. Again, ambergris, you're getting that most likely synthetic, artificial form of sperm whale vomit, for lack of a better description. But it has sort of a bitter, oceany, seawater meets milk type of vibe. I know that sounds weird, but that's pretty much what ambergris smells like. And you get artemisia, and then finally the base, you're going to get a very robust base of patchouli, musk, a very healthy blast of vanilla, and finally the warmth of tonka bean. There also, it is said that this has a blast of cherry tobacco. I don't know that that's listed on the official ingredients list, but some people out there think it has some kind of cherry pipe tobacco in here. Not so sure. I didn't really get a whole lot of tobacco, but I do think the mashup of these ingredients does create the effect of a very sort of dry, pungent, not too dry, semi-dry rather, pipe tobacco. I think there's an accord there that does bear that out, and I do think it smells quite a bit like some type of tobacco. And it's very seductive. Now, I've already sprayed off cam, and I noticed that don't be afraid. The opening, what I would call the wet opening, immediate upon application on the skin, it's over the top cinnamon, and that could be off-putting. Fear not, that will definitely die down and blend a lot better into the dry down. And as that fragrance begins to open up, you will get some of those cherry pipe tobacco like accords. You will get the vanilla, the patchouli, the ambergris. Right away, also in the opening, you're definitely getting the osmanthus, which again is like a peach, apricot, or apricot, however you want to say it, blend, mashup with just a hint of some kind of honeyed floral, very mild, very, but there, along with the other elements like artemisia and the labdanum and the benzoin, and of course the tonka bean and musk. This also has a very strong honey accord or element in it as well. And there's just something very comforting and almost sort of very, it's November, it's December, apple pie, it's the holidays. That's all here for sure. And there's just something very sort of sensual and comforting and holiday. This is just a perfect cool to cold weather scent. Perfect for the fall, perfect for the winter. It's a powerhouse. It's a beast mode. It's sexy. It's comforting. It is unisex, although I think it's definitely way more on the masculine side, in my opinion. If there are any light negatives, it's just the fact that I've smelled so much potpourri growing up. You know, those table placements my mother, like I'm sure a lot of your mothers out there, just adored and still does, and loves quite a bit those smells of potpourri. And that's neither good nor bad, but a lot of potpourri has a lot of these exactly the same scents in them. They have vanilla, they have patchouli, they have musk. They especially have osmanthus, cinnamon, and honey. And I'm sure to some extent, benzoin, labdanum, artemisian, amber. Yeah, they have them all, and tonka. So don't find it strange if this brings up memories of recall, memories of potpourri, because that is what a lot of potpourri smells like, albeit a lot of potpourri is just over the top chemical, over the top synthetic, and just flat out over the top. It's like this on steroids. This, thankfully, is not like that. This has a much more organic and toned down from, like, neutronic bomb potpourri. But this is a beast mode nonetheless. So again, spray with caution. I wouldn't advise more than 4 spritzes at the outer limit. And you'd be very justified in starting only with 2 to 3 max. And if you're leery at all, just spray 1 in the chest and see how that works out for you. Again, maybe 2 if you think you can handle it, 2 to 3 if you can handle it. But again, to each their own. We all have different skins, pH balance, tastes, habits, and just preferences. So whatever, if you buy this, which I think you can get on discounters for between, I want to say, roughly $145 a bottle, all the way up to maybe $250-ish, $265, $270, maybe outer limit for the. You really shouldn't be paying over $145 to $165 if you go through some reputable discounters or thereabouts. I'm just kind of giving hopefully broadly accurate figures. I don't think you're ever going to find a bottle for even as little as $115, but you never know. You can definitely find decanters on eBay and other websites that are very trusted, very reputable, and they can get you a very high quality sample like mine, I think, for between $30 and $45 and possibly less. But point is, if you have a large rotation like I do, honestly, guys, this is probably going to last me the better part of a year to maybe even 2 years, quite frankly, because I'm only going to be utilizing or using this in the fall and winter predominantly, for sure. And I have such a large rotation that it's not like I'm going to be using this every single day. And again, thirdly, this is a beast mode. So 2 to 3 spritzes or sprays, I'm good. Yeah, it's just a very sexy, warm, comforting, perfect for the fall and the winter and the cooler weather. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. This is a fantastic offering from the house of Parfums de Marly out of Paris, France. And yo lo recomiendo, which means I recommend it in Spanish. Guys, this is going to do it. Wrapping up, signing off. Spray often, spray well, live life on your terms, and get your nose on Oajan from Parfums de Marly, Paris, France. Do yourself a favor, get you a decant, get you the bottle, however you want to play it. Just get it, use it, smell it, love it, let other people smell it and love it on you. And that's going to do it. I am signing off. Arrivederci, bonsoir, au revoir, and I will see you next time, baby. Much love, peace. Thanks for joining me.